WMBD is your local election headquarters. We're finalizing our coverage of Illinois' 91st State Representative District. 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans will be on each respective ballot. WMBD's Matt Sheehan sits down with Scott Preston on the record.
A normal town councilman is looking to take his experience to the State House. I'm joined by Scott Preston, who is running for state representative in Illinois' 91st District. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here. Appreciate the opportunity.
Glad to have you on. Well, what led you to leave the town council behind and pursue a State House role?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm grateful to the people of Normal to have had the opportunity to serve in City Hall for the last 8+ years. I think there are a lot of things that happen at the municipal level where at the end of the day, you just have to work with people and you have to solve real problems that our families are facing, right? It's the pothole in front of your street. It's the water when you turn on the sink to make sure that that is clean and healthy and there. It's when you call 911. It's your local police and fire department. And so at the end of the day, that come out and respond. At the end of the day, my experience has been solving problems, and in a lot of ways that's just getting government out of the way, frankly. So I think we need more of that in Springfield, less hyperbole and more productivity.
Well, if elected, what are your top priorities in office?
Absolutely. So I think back to my childhood. I'm from here in Bloomington, or from Bloomington Normal, from here in Central Illinois, and was fortunate to just have really good childhood memories with friends, playing baseball or going fishing, doing those kind of things. And now, fast forwarding a generation, so many of those people that I grew up with here in Central Illinois are beginning their careers, establishing their careers, planting roots, and really living with their family in communities outside of Illinois. They're doing it in places like Texas and Florida. And how many of us know people personally who've left Illinois for economic opportunity elsewhere, for good job opportunity elsewhere, and aren't coming back? That is something that I think most of us have experienced with somebody that we know, and that has to be a focus. Central Illinois and the people of Central Illinois, our families, are just, it's a really special place, frankly. It's a great place, and I want our state government to not hold us back and to not crush us.
Well, what do you think the biggest issue your district specifically is facing, and how do you plan to address it?
Absolutely. So, of course, cost of living, gas prices, inflation absolutely are the biggest issue that have real tangible effects on people's lives every day in the 91st, but then also around the state and around the country. So what impact can we have on that, and what am I talking about out there on the campaign trail in this 91st? A lot of it is dealing with a state government that's spending too much money on things that aren't needed. It's on taxes that could be reduced, but that haven't been at the state level, that are just adding to the cost for the families and the small businesses in our area.
Yeah, you said you want to keep taxes low and cut regulations. Do you have any specific plans on how you would do those two things?
Well, I think to start, any Republican would have to be in an environment where at least the Republican Party is out of the super minority in the state house, and so of course that environment, it's hard to it's hard to get much done when you're in such a minority. But there's a lot of energy out there on the ground with families who just feel the pain and are tired of it and want something better, and I hope to be part of that solution in Springfield.
All right. Well, Scott, thanks so much for being here today.
Great to be here.
Yeah, and we will have this whole interview on our website. That's ciproud.com.